Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're back with another match preview. This time it's Bristol City versus Swansea City in the Sky Bet Championship, 12 o'clock kick-off away at Ashton Gate this Saturday. But before we get into our part of the preview, we'll hand you over to a Bristol City content creator, Rob is on tour, also known as Ben, who we actually did collab with last season at the ground, which will probably happen again this time round. But yeah, before we get into our part, we'll hand it over to him to see what he has to say ahead of the game.
Right then, Bristol City versus Swansea on Saturday. It's going to be a very tough game. We're not coming in on great form. Obviously, losing to Reading last Saturday, really disappointing game, a poor performance overall as well. We haven't been scoring many goals lately. We've been looking shaky at the back recently. Obviously, we had a good win at West Brom last midweek, but we then, undid that with a disappointing loss at Reading on Saturday. So it's not going to be easy heading into this one, but I think if we turn up, we might be able to, nick a draw. But otherwise, I think it might be a win for Swansea. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I reckon either Naki Wells or Semenyo with the goal for us.
Right, so a massive thanks to Ben for featuring on our channel. His link will be down in the description, so go and drop him a sub. He obviously does some really good Bristol content, and hopefully we'll see him on Saturday, and hopefully get in each other's vlogs. But yeah, obviously a massive thanks to Ben for featuring on our channel, and now onto our part. Right, so now onto our part then. So it's going to be a tough game, Bristol away. We have been there before. It's going to be our second time for both of us going there. Obviously, we are off the back of a great South Wales derby win, which now makes, I think, 7 wins in 9. So we are in tremendous form. Hopefully, this is another sort of derby-ish. So hopefully we can, try and win that. I know last season we won all 4 derbies: Cardiff home, Cardiff away, Bristol home, Bristol away. So hopefully we can win this again. It's going to be a tough one. Obviously, it's not too far up the road. It's only, an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. So, yeah, pretty nice one for us. It's going to be a tough game. Bristol offer a threat. But, we are in good form, so why can't we, continue that? This will be a very good away day, and hopefully, another one to remember. But I think, it just depends how we play on the day, really. I think on our day, we are a really strong side. But, what's your thoughts going into this game?
Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. I think we can definitely win this game for sure. I think Bristol, they are a decent side, and we did beat them home and away, as you said, last season. So I think we can definitely do a double over them again. I think we are more than capable to do that, especially with the players that we have and that are on form at the moment. So I think we can definitely win this game. And yeah, obviously we went there last season, we won 1-0. I think Pro hit the post and then put the tap in. But that was a great game, that was, and hopefully we can do the same this time around. But I think we can definitely win this game for sure.
Yeah, now going on to the injury news then. So starting off for Bristol, Luke will address you with the Bristol injury news to start with then.
Yeah, for Bristol it's only Thomas Callas, the centre back. He's injured at the moment, so apart from him they've got a fully fit squad to choose from.
Yeah, and then for the Swans we've got 4 absentees, 3 injuries, 1 suspension. Obviously, the first one is Joe Allen. He won't be available for this. We don't think anyway, because he's in doubt for the World Cup. So if he's not going to make that, then he certainly ain't going to make Saturday. And I think Rob Page and Russell Martin are working closely to try and make him fit for the World Cup. Secondly, Liam Walsh. Obviously, another long term. He's been out for a while. Probably be out for the season. Thirdly, Jamie Patterson. I don't think he's quite there yet. Obviously, this has been filmed before Russell Martin's press conference, so we do not know. And fourthly is obviously the red card suspension, Joel Pro. This will be his last one. Obviously, he missed Reading, Cardiff, and now this. So, yeah, those 4 players will be out for us. I think Ryan Manning is back. Obviously, as I do say, this is filmed before Russell Martin's press conference. But, yeah, it looks like he will be back anyway. And now going on to the key players. So starting for Bristol, I've gone with 3. First one, I'm going to go with Semenyo. He's a very good player. Can score goals, can assist, can cross. He offers quite a lot, to be honest with you, in that Bristol side. Secondly, I'm going to go with Andreas Weimann. He always seems to score against us when he plays against us. And thirdly, I'm going to go with Hanoa Masengo. Very young player, controls that midfield quite a lot. Really impressed me last season. Was one of their better players, and I think again he's going to be a good player for them this season. But would you add anyone else?
I have 3 players as well. First one I'm going to go for is Chris Martin. I think he's a very good goal scorer for Bristol. I think him and Andreas Weimann as a duo up top, I think that'd be tremendous. I think he's my first player. Next player I'll go for is Jay De Silva. I think he's a very quick left back, very creative on that left hand side. Can whip in a very good cross, can take it past players as well. So I'd say him as well. Final one I go for is Calday Smith. I think he played for Luton, I believe. I think his last season, I've seen him before. And I know he was tremendous when he was down there. So I think for Bristol, he will be a very, very good player. And I rate him very highly, so I'll add those 3 players to that list.
Yeah, and now going on to Swansea's key players then, so if there's any Bristol fans watching this, these are the players you need to look out for. So number 1, I'm going to go with our goal scorer on Sunday, Michael Obafemi. He's been good for us this season. Not as good as last season, but he did have a slow start last season and kicked on, so hopefully that'll be the same again this season. Secondly, I'm going to go with our other goal scorer on Sunday, Ollie Cooper. If he doesn't get on that plane to Qatar, then something's not right. Get that man on the plane now. But he's been fantastic this season. Probably up there with our top 3 players for me this season. Very consistent performer, very young, so still got a lot more to offer. And number 3, Ben Cabango. He was in and out of the team to start with, but now I think he cemented a spot, a solid centre half. But would you add anyone else?
I'm going to add 2 players, but obviously a special mention to Ollie Cooper. I think he has been absolutely outstanding, and Bristol players definitely need to keep an eye out on him because he is going to be our main creative player in this game, for sure. He should definitely start if he gets dropped and then Chan comes in, and that's ridiculous. So a special mention for Ollie Cooper, but the other 2 I'm going to go for is our 2 midfielders actually, Matt Grimes and Jay Fulton. I think recently, I think Grimes especially, he's got some of the best. I think he's got the best passing completion rate in the league. He's got one of the best as a midfielder in the Championship, I think. So that's why I've gone with him. I think he's been very good for us. He's starting to create a lot more chances towards goal as well. Even though usually he's been playing as maybe like a defensive midfielder and someone who tends to drop deep and help defenders. But this season he's been trying to go forward with the ball. He's definitely, I think he's had like 4 assists in the last 2 games. So Grimes going to be number 1. And then, Jay Fulton, obviously my second one. I think this season so far has been tremendous. I've always said that he's definitely one of our most underrated players. That is saying something because I think he's a tremendous player. He's got a bit of everything really. He can strike the ball. He's got a great shot on him. He's good defensively as well. He's not afraid to put in a tackle, which is obviously great for a defensive midfielder. So I'll add those 2 players to the list.
Yeah, and now going on to the lineup, I'm going to go with then. So in goal, Stephen Bender. He's been terrific this season since he's come in. Right wing back Matty Soranola, left wing back Ryan Manning. That partnership, wing back partnership is deadly, and hopefully if Manning's back, then I would definitely like to see him in the team. 3 centre backs, keep it the same: Cabango, Wood, and Harry Darling. It's a very young partnership, trio at the back, but I think they're way ahead of their age. They're quite experienced. They know what they're doing. 2 in midfield, the ones you just mentioned as your key players, Matt Grimes and Jay Fulton. 2 attacking midfielders, again, 2 youngsters again, Ollie Cooper and Luke Kendall, but both been terrific. And leading the line up front on his own, Michael Obafemi. Obviously, Perot has got his last game out of his suspension now. But what's your lineup?
I think that lineup's spot on, to be honest with you. I don't think there's any changes we can make. I don't really think we can bring in Encham for Luke Kendall because I think Encham is a better impact player, I have to be honest with you. I think Luke Kendall has been tremendous as well. So I think I will have to keep the same lineup. I'd also maybe think about bringing Cal Norton back into the team just for experience. Maybe bring him in for Nathan Wood or something. But apart from that, I think I might have to agree with you on that team. And hopefully Ryan Manning will be back because we do miss him desperately on that left-hand side.
Yeah, and now finally on to the score prediction then. So I'm going to say the same as Sunday. Bristol City 0, Swansea City 2. I'm going to say Ollie Cooper again, and I'm going to go with Matty Soranola. But what's your score prediction?
I think I'll go for a 2-1 Swans. I think they will get a goal somehow. I'm going for 2-1 Swans. I think Andreas Weimann will score for them. I think they will score first as well, and I think we'll bring it back and win 2-1 in the second half. So 2 goal scores for us. I'll go for. It'll have to be Obafemi for sure, and I'm going for Ollie Cooper once again. He can't stop scoring at the moment, so I'll have to have him. As a goal scorer.
Yeah, obviously a massive thanks for watching this. Obviously we will be back tomorrow for a match day vlog, so hopefully be a good one. I can imagine there will be a lot of anti-Cardiff City chants from both sets of supporters. But obviously a massive thanks again for watching this video, and stay tuned for the match day vlog tomorrow. So cheers.